everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching those unboxing videos we've done these great trucks. Today we're on the ping pong table. We don't have a pool table like Mark Santa Maria, so we're going to use our ping pong table, next best thing. There were some comments in the last videos about these trucks and kind of comparing them. So before we get these things dirty, nasty, and maybe even broken in some pieces, we wanted to take a look at them and compare them across the board. One of the big things that we'll talk about today is kind of the bodies and difference in how they're mounted, and can we swap back and forth, a little bit of a preview. Also, in case you guys are very astute observers, the tires in the XRT are directional, and they are in the right direction. So yes, I did screw that up in the unboxing video. I was too excited, I didn't pay attention to that. One of the first comments kind of called out the fact that they weren't there. Very astute observations, everybody. So they're on the right way. We're ready to go directional that way. All right, remember, just a quick reminder, we pull the bodies off of these trucks on the XRT. Up underneath, there's 4 mounts. As you can see here, we'll set this kind of right next to the truck so you can see how it's mounted. These little tabs here, they go onto the truck right here. And then this big bracket goes across here and kind of reinforces the shock tower. And then if you slide back here to the back, you can see the same thing. We've got the shock tower, we've got a big brace here, and then the 2 mounts that bolt through. The screws go all the way through that way. That's how this truck is designed. Let's go over here to the X-Maxx, and this one's a little different. You just hit the swivel there, you lift up, you pull off, and boom, you're good to go. On this truck, as you can see here, this has a different latching system. It's got a 1 latch, and let me just stick it over here so you can see the shock towers. This lip here goes underneath this main shock tower, and then this clamp back here literally wraps around this shock tower and holds it in place. Now, if we take a tape measure, we were looking at these the other day, and these shock towers are very close to being right to each other. So we've got a middle to middle, about 18 inches between middle to middle, and the shock towers there. We'll go over here to the XRT, set it kind of right in the middle there. Right in the middle there, you're at about 18¼ inches in the middle of the shock towers. There's a little bit of a difference there, about a 1/4 inch difference between the towers. Not too bad. So the main question is, if you look at the way these things are designed, if these plastic things here in the XRT were not in the way, could the X-Maxx body fit on the XRT? So we are going to set this one away, bring this one over so you can see what we're going to do here. Grab the proper driver and back these puppies out. So there's screws here, and we'll pull them out, set them to the side, grab this one here, and while we're doing that, take a look at those beautiful green Ultimate Edition pieces that come with the standard with the truck. And we'll move the body off to the side here so I can get back here. And pull this one off. And then we will undo the bottom one. And now on the front of the XRT, you can get to this without taking the tires off, which is very nice. Undo that and keep those screws together. And then this piece here just pulls out of the way. And again, here you have that little bit of thing. Now, one of the things, the difference between the trucks here, if you look at the X-Maxx, the X-Maxx has these braces down below, much thinner than the big thick pieces of metal. But the X-Maxx does have this piece here holding the front bumper. If you go over to the XRT, it too has this thing holding the front bumper. So the real question is going to be, is that clip on the X-Maxx going to bump into that or not? And we'll find that out in a minute. So we're going to go ahead and work on the back of the truck. But again, you got to take the back tires off. So we're going to undo the F1 style single nut there. And we'll pull this one off. And then this upper screw up here. And then there's also a middle, there's 3 screws that hold the back of this on. It goes right into this piece here, then 1 up and 1 down. And pull those things off there. Keep those screws together. Then come onto this side. Again, I'm going to take the tire off, so we're going to move the lug nut. You can call it a lug nut, call it a single nut. Okay, so correct me in the comments, I'm sure. Whoop, there goes that tire. There we are. And we'll pull these screws off. Right there. Bottom one down. Okay, so this is the piece here. Set it off to the side, and we'll set this guy in the back here. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see how this is going to fit. We're going to grab the body and sit the main post down like so, and then oh, well, look at that. Looks like our wing is in the way. So we will pull that off for a second, and then stay. We're going to take the wing off. So back these top bolts out of the wing. Put that there. Put this one back here. So there's two bolts, the top of the wing that is a little rubber stop, you know, the sprocket over there, and there's two bolts down here. Your screwdriver can fit right through the thing there. I guess you call that kind of a bouncing support or some sort of a shock support. And then we'll undo this one. And then this wing will pop right off, hopefully. Not too much problem. Oh, come on. There we are. Wing is out. And you can see there, those were mounted, and then this thing there. Okay, round two. Let's see if we can get this thing to fit. So we're gonna pop that up. I'm gonna get underneath, like so. I'm gonna try to push it in, maybe. Oh, looks like it's not quite there. Oh. And then we push that down, maybe. Ooh, that's really tight. Wonder what it's hitting there. Yep, it doesn't quite want to fit. It's the shock tower. It's hitting, the post up here is hitting here, and then the back of this thing here is mashing right up against here, and pushing it down is causing it to buckle a little bit. Doesn't want to go around the spacing underneath here. So that was an interesting experiment, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. I'll try it one more time here. Maybe I'm missing something. Pull it down. Oh, we are so close. It just doesn't quite want to go, and not in the mood to actually force it or break it. So for the purposes of our little experiment here, the bodies are not compatible. They don't go back and forth. It's close, but no cigar. What we're going to do now, we'll put the truck back together, and we've got the batteries all charged up, and I happen to have an unbelted tire for an XRT, and we've obviously got a belted tire for the XRT. So on this side of the truck, this tire will keep it off. We're going to put the unbelted one on, put the other guys back together, put this all back together, and then put some batteries in this puppy and fire it up and see just how the difference are, if these tires are actually worth it. All right, as you can see, we are back. We've got everything put back together, got the body clips back on. We even have the batteries all charged up, batteries in the trays, ready to go. And remember, this is the unbelted tire in the back of the truck, and this is the belted tire up front. I'm going to plug these things in, turn it on, and before I do that, just a little safety tip. The remote is on, got the batteries in there, turn it on, the green light is on, showing that we're good to go. Now we're going to plug it in, push this connectors together, the Traxxas Quick Connect, like so, and hit the power button. Oh, there we are. Lights are going. Fans are going. Ooh, look how fast that servo works. And that's all stock. Again, nothing's happened to this truck yet. See a little forward. Ooh, a little reverse. Holy cow. Okay, I'm gonna hold it here so it doesn't shoot off the ping pong table and rock it through my garage. And we'll just walk that back tire and the front tire on this side of the truck. These are the two different ones. Let's see how they go. Ready? Here we go. Up. And faster, faster. Full speed, baby. Check it out. Wow. Okay. Hopefully you all saw that. This tire back here ballooned almost to be about this high. This tire was hardly any ballooning at all. You know what? That was so much fun. Let's do it one more time. You ready? We're going to a little bit of gas here, about half, quarter throttle, about half throttle, 3/4. Now we're going to pin it. Woohoo! Check it out. And let it down. Wow. So, if there's any questions about unbelted versus belted tires, there you go. If you're driving this thing at full speed, those belted tires, unbelted tires are expanding, making it more difficult. The contact patch, the belted ones hardly expanded at all. Absolutely amazing truck. Cannot wait to get this thing out on the road and on some dirt and in the grass fields and anything else we're going to throw at it and get it going. Thank you guys for watching the channel. Appreciate all the things you do. And remember, life is better with donuts.